So the US LLC is a fantastic tool. Amazing for payment processing. Amazing for just having a business set up in another country. It's amazing. It's very easy. It's very cheap. It's very quick to set up. But if you have a US LLC and your US LLC taxes you on a personal level, do you pay no taxes on a personal level? Well, that's a very good question that a lot of people always ask me. They say, Kevin, why can't I just set up a US LLC, go and move to Dubai and pay no taxes? Because there's an extra layer that you need to know in between that US LLC and your dream of 0% tax. And that extra layer is needing tax residency and residency. So for example, let's say I set up the US LLC. I became a non-resident in my home country, Canada, UK, okay? And then I moved to Dubai or I moved to any other country with 0% tax. Well, would I pay 0% tax? And the answer is no, because you are not an actual resident here. Just moving here isn't enough. What's really important is you become a resident. Now, I mentioned this many times now, but how do you become a resident? There's multiple ways. In Dubai, you can become a resident by golden visa, so you can invest into real estate. 544,000 US dollars is the investment size required. That's the minimum size required for a golden visa. Number two, the second way to get it is by setting up a company here and then sponsoring yourself under that company. This is the easiest way, it's the cheapest way, and it's the quickest way to get residency. It takes about 3 to 4 weeks max in total, and it grants you residency. Now, to go a step further, just because you're living here, are you actually a tax resident? The answer is no. You actually have to live here for a certain amount of time. So for Dubai specifically and the UAE, all the other Emirates, you need to spend a minimum of 90 days throughout the year. Not 90 days in a row, but throughout the year. So to answer your question is, can I pay 0% tax with my US LLC? Yes, but not only if you have a US LLC, because you have to have residency and tax residency in another jurisdiction, in this case, let's say Dubai and the UAE, in order to actually decrease your taxes down to zero. Because yes, the US LLC taxes you on a personal level, but where are you a personal tax resident? And if the answer is, I'm not one in any country, then you're not a personal tax resident in any country. Where are you paying tax? Like for me as a Canadian, if I'm not a personal tax resident anywhere, then I would be by default a tax resident in Canada, even though I thought I was a non-resident. Because even if you claim yourself as a non-resident, your passport is enough for you to be a tax resident. Like let's say I just traveled the entire world for 12 months and I had, a couple days in every single country. Well, in that case, I'm not a tax resident anywhere else. So by default, because I have a Canadian passport, I would be a tax resident in Canada. So that's very important. Get tax residency in Dubai. Set up your company in Dubai. It takes 1 week then to issue an entry permit to come into the country, or you can even be inside for the entire process. But if you're inside, you would need to do a status change. Very easy, we can do that for you. And then after that, 1 week to gain your residency and get your Emirates ID, and then 1 week for banking, and then spend a total of 90 days throughout the year for your tax residency. So if you're looking to set up a US LLC but get tax residency in Dubai, then first maybe consider, do you even need that US LLC? If you do need it for banking purposes, payment processors, then sure, set it up. Otherwise, maybe the Dubai company alone is enough for you. You don't even need to spend money on the US LLC. It could just be an extra layer for no reason. Personally, I don't even have a US LLC. I'm considering it, but I don't even have one. I just have this Dubai company and we receive payments from here, and we got our tax residency by being employees from this company. So if you want a step-by-step guide on how to set up your business in Dubai, I made an extremely detailed guide right here. It goes into all of the details that you need to know step-by-step on what it looks like to work with us. And if you guys are interested in more content, of course, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.